gospel award winners. Yes, I have that proof. It means tinyine emwe tinyine biro munjo yanje have been winning them, and it is publicly tibye kishenje. So nikimanyisa ngunyine kye barukweta obuhame bwacyo.
So those two things go together, and I'm very thankful to have organizations like this one to share both of those things with the world. Thank you.
Kakati n'olwensonga eyo tukwaniriza gula tiketi yo kakati. Tiketi eri ku 15 ey'abaana omutwalo gumu emitwalo ebiri n'emitwalo asatu bobanga yalo kutula ku table n'ekikoosi ky'abanywanyi. Tiketi ku geti nayo zijja kubaayo naye kati osobola zifuna ku Momo app. Abalina Momo app osobola kugendako n'ogifuna process ogimanyi ne mu FlexPay okusinza ku simu yonna ya gundi ya SMS nyiga *291# ocho oselectinge ticket bogenda ku ticket typing ama ekigambo VIGA VIGA oba VIGA ekyo kalwa olundeko ticket gyoyagala owembarara olundeko ba ya gold oba whatever then otasole sentezo from your mobile money bakuwe ticket eyo benga ogifuna. Tubaniriza mujenga mwambadde okwesa mukama ekitiibwa. It's a red carpet event. Abawasa mubanga bagenze ku red carpet kati mwambalenga bagenda ku mbaga era tugenda ku mbaga tugenda ku celebrating our gospel award gospel award winners who are our gospel celebrities, abantu abawereza mukama nga bayita mukola ki mu kuyimba, abantu abakoze ennyo mu mwaka, abantu bangi bakola naye bano mukama kuno bawadde omukisa babere nominated ate bawangule ne recognition tugenda bawa. So tujenga tuambadde to show off to swaze stani to making Jesus famous. Mukama yebazibwe. That's the whole thing about this whole thing, celebrating the biggest gospel party that celebrates ministry in music. That's what I can call it. College wobogenda ku the biggest party that celebrates ministry in music. Man, kwasa stani obujja baba mwambalira ne bagenda ku bigundi ebyo kati tuambale tutya kikoleko akavire tukasale kwa kaba tujenga tuwe make up ndoza timuli stand muli stand tuwe make up abakyala ujjuka makugamba ngekintu kya kabiba gavumenti ekyekiri awo nti abalokole bazze ku celebrating their gospel ministers okwesa mukama ekitiibwa.
Deep Director DBC Deborah Bridal Center. As you know, as DBC we decided to be part of this because I'm the one coordinating it in Western Ankole. So I'm glad to meet you all as media people, and always when I call you, you respond, and thank you so much, and thank you for loving us. Thank you also for agreeing to come and work with us. And we see this VIGA award being a success on 9th June. So now let me not take this much time. I invite the visitors from Kampala who brought this big thing in our Ankole. So you're all welcome and happy to see you. Yes.
Thank you, Madam Deborah. As you are now aware, very much aware, Madam Deborah is our coordinator in the Western region. Western region, according to VIGA, is a huge space. It covers Ankole, Bunyoro, Asese, Toro, Hoima, Kisoro. So she's coordinating that entire region. Now I'll take the opportunity to introduce to you what VIGA is and why we are here and what we intend to do. VIGA is an abbreviation from Victoria Gospel Academy. Victoria Gospel Academy is a social enterprise that champions social transformation through Christian music, media, and culture initiatives. We believe that culture has some positive attributes that must work together with our faith. So that's why we incorporate the cultural initiatives into what we do. Now, we do quite a lot of things. We do outreaches to schools, we do outreaches to communities, doing different things, 360. That is spirit, soul, and body. But our flagship activity is the VIGA Music Awards. The VIGA Music Awards were incepted in 2007. That's when we had our first event in Kampala. And it started as, before that event, we had the idea when our media was transforming from analog to digital. we are still young boys, and we are part of the transformation because we are doing music and we are also into the media. And most of our music was on tapes. Be able to go and do digital recording. Those days it was done in Nairobi, Kenya. But eventually, we were able to do it around here. And then we said now, so we don't have any relevance anymore because now digital recording is here. But eventually, we were exposed to the Dove Awards in the USA. Then we saw how they work, and then we said, okay, now we can transform ourselves into now the Dove Awards of Uganda. So now you can call VIGA Awards the Doves of Uganda. So that's what we've been doing for all these years. 2007 until last year was our 11th event. Putting away the COVID years, I think 3 of them, and at least 1 or 2 years where we had some challenges and we couldn't make them. But we've been doing it annually. So last year we felt a leading to go beyond Kampala because we wanted to be more inclusive. People from different regions were not so much included in the awards because of the media and how our country is formed. You understand, the regions and our the demographics, psychographics, and everything that unique in a certain way. So somehow there was a disadvantage over some regions getting to the VIGA. So we decided to incorporate them through doing regional. So beginning this year, we are going to do 4 editions of VIGA. We are going to do one in the Eastern region, another in the Eastern region, another in the Northern region, then eventually climax at Kampala. So the difference is that after we have gone through all the regions, the eventual winners from the regions now will be the performers from Kampala as a way of exposing what Uganda has in a variety of our cultures, like I said. And we wish that all the winners, some of them speak English and Uganda, but it would be very, 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 very wonderful for us to have those people sing their local, whatever, languages, you know, so that that's what we bring, because this event is international in nature. We are exposing Uganda to the international community. So we want all these varieties of what we have to be exposed. So I'm praying. Is your song in your language? Because my prayer is that people from the local language win. If it was English, my prayer wasn't for you. Just anyway, so that's about VIGA. Now, VIGA, beyond the awards, we want to do a few other things. We want to empower creatives. We have an event monthly, and we're going to have artists come from all the country to Kampala, and we're going to have a platform that exposes them every first Tuesday of the month. Every first Tuesday of the month. So we shall be having people from Gulu, at least 2 artists from every region, and the intention is for us to know that this is how we stand as gospel. Kampala must know what is happening in Gulu. Gulu must know what is happening in Kampala, like that. The other thing is, we are starting what we call VIGA Gold. VIGA Gold is a publication. It's going to be a quarterly publication in form of a leisure magazine, but our intention is to pass on professional content to our creatives. There's so much that is getting on in the professional spectrum, but our gospel artists don't know. And some of them think it is actually, what can I say, satanic? I will give you an example. Have you heard about UPRS and copyright? And have you seen how the gospel artists and our spiritual fathers are fighting that? Because they don't understand it. They don't understand the effect and the positive impact it can bring to their ministry. You understand? So this publication is intended to, one, make these communications easy for our artists to appreciate, then also have our spiritual fathers who have selected people who have appreciated them, put them in the context of the big book, the Bible, because that is our masterpiece. You understand? So we are going to understand copyright, we are going to understand business, we are going to understand everything about the music business in the gospel spectrum, but using now VIGA Gold as our platform. So that's one other thing we want to do as VIGA. So basically, we come here to introduce and to launch the VIGA edition of for the Western region. And that's why we invited you, and we appreciate you coming. The event is going to happen on 9th, like Madam Deborah mentioned already. 9th June. We are going to be at Daystar Cathedral. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate Bishop Nathan Ibrahim. We are in Kampala, and we are contemplating where to put the event. One, we are not so much funded, so we are being disturbed. How do we handle a very important event in the atmosphere it deserves, but within the means we have? So as we communicated Apostle Ibrahim was in Kampala, and it got to his ears. Then we had an opportunity to meet with him, and we had a chat with him. He said, I have a place. I think when you mentioned you want a good place that can handle such an event, I have a place that I think if you might appreciate will work for you. We said, what place is that? He told me, his church. We said, oh, no problem. Let's come and look at the church. And when we looked at the church, ladies and gentlemen, it fitted very well with the kind of atmosphere the award wants to have. And we appreciate him. He gave us the place to have the event there. So we are going to be at Desta Cathedral on that date. And we have 3 categories. We have started with the female artist of the year, male artist of the year, and the media personality of the year. Then we are also going to recognize and appreciate people who have actually laid the foundation for gospel music in this region. We shall introduce them at that event. We have very big names here that have been in the industry. Probably now, some of you may not understand them because probably the media then wasn't as vibrant as it is today, and we never captured their contributions. But VIGA thinks it wise to go and search for them wherever they are, recognize them and appreciate them. So we have those names, and allow me to introduce one of them. He's here, Disan Kato. And his way of doing music, like he said, I do my music live. You understand? That's a very unique aspect in today's whatever spectrum. So we are going to recognize such people. The others will get to know at the event. Today we are humbled to have a few of the nominees around. We have Apostle John. We have Sister Julie Soki, and of course we have Peterson Emma, who already introduced himself. Then I'll be able to answer a few questions, and Madam and our chief of communication and the entire team if they are there. Thank you very much.
Media zona nkakuna abagira nti hinekiziro muri Mbarara VIGA Awards. It's its first thing of its kind nicho kibandize omuri Mbarara, and we want to thank God nti now gospel music etandikire kuhurirwa, abantu batandikire kugihurira kugimanya, especially omu Western. Kandi nkabagira nti ekintu kyone kikwatirine na gospel o abarokore nka DBC, we will always be there. Kandi n'ekintu kirimu. So ninyeta ninyeshengereza kandi nimfukama n'obunshitami abazire bitu ba pastors, ba reverends, bona bakutuzaro mumyoyo, mwije muhagire abana banyu. Nikiza kuba kiri kirungi twareba Desta Bishop Nathan Ibrahim obuyachemeriremu at already wariyo na supporting abana bi. Nyenda kureba Pastor Wile tumwine ari kwijana wa kusupportinga abana ba church yeye ya Holy Spirit. Again nyenda kureba my bishop Dr. Silas Tayebwa. Daddy nyenda kureba ori supportinga a talent young talent mwije supporting tuchize n'aba Kampala. If Satchula can do it, how about us? Nimumanye na mbere yo mbarokore abarokore ntukitera tukiza n'abantu bona. So I want to invite everyone kandi ati naza kuteka naka wano yenda baku akanaka beshongoze omweshongozi wena hari wa gospel no yenda nyenchaka rekora concert. Do you want people to support you? Bajenzi omutwaro gumwe mitware ebiri tebe mitwara 3 tizikubasa kurema kwijoka supportinga abantu bawo kandi nimwe abariyo ni baronda kwa kuronda Julie Soki. Please follow ijo murebe nko kuyasinga kandi kwara abatarabire munabo ine kumanya why niche cyaresa Julie atakora kibata ino Julie naza kusinga So one nominate njire my brother John. Please follow. Don't just kutera karuru nibaketa karuru. Don't just kutera karuru kandi okagumoko kakora ki okashitama. Nimwe mwabeni mujangu gospel music teinte kurebeka teini zina teine by dear. This year we started last year and now we are bringing things on ground. Ekikuchiraweho hariho Disani Kato in October. Naona naweza kuija kandi natekwa kuchitera. Ahoko tutukuza kwemera bintu bitakora tutekwa kwemera bintu bikora ki bikora. So abarokore mwena ayimuri mwije murwanira ihara abantu banyu njire kurra one akakirip tindabigambe munonga bakugira ngo abwencha abarokore abarokore they are not supposed to ask for money when the gospel musician are not supposed to ask for money nkubabo ni bani bakora ki mwanyetegereza so omuntu yija yagira mwije muhagire nabata kugira ngo mushashure just you enter na yenda something facilitation eyo akore video nungi arebekeje kandi nimbamanya kwa kujora kubinguka ndogwe juri habwe nchajwira sente ati mwamutamu investingiremu mwamutamuhire yakasente kache ejo video neza kubonera nimukunde birungi ko kati tukwenda kubikora cyo kubiteka mukankoma nibaza kujya DBC yabaje konka linyeta mwena Protestants, Catholics, born again, mwena even our well wishers banywani bitu Muslims and whatever mwije murebe cyabarokore bariyo ni bakora mwije mureba abana batire music bakaba actually when they nominate you already you are a winner
yeah,
now we need to
just identify one
to identify obukwa mwena timukubasa kuwininga narugamo omo wakorachi so mwije murebe ngoku tukikora mwije murebe cyabarokore bakora for a first time awards so tugumize kandi nacho nchereza beshongozi bita man kumanyango Charles Rentara bamukuba number 1 let me also add in more effort. So I want to say thank you so much, and I will be happy seeing you on 9th June at Desta Cathedral.
We are coming here on the 9th, and remember the 9th is going to be Heroes Day. So we are coming to Mbarara to celebrate gospel music heroes on Heroes Day. And we are also here to give you VIGA. We are the VIGA. So we want to give artists in the region VIGA, so that we go and the vibe has started and it's starting in Mbarara. So we are bringing VIGA vibe to give you VIGA so that we conquer the world. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much. This time around, mostly you people, I think.
First question was about our updating of social medias. Thank you very much for that observation. And on my immediate right is the head of communication and marketing. He has taken note of that. So I believe it should improve immediately.
Yeah.
Then the other question was about the criteria and awareness. Now, what VIGA does, we identify key stakeholders. And I beg, before we go, that you accept to be among our stakeholders. We shall take your contacts, where we can be able to reach you. That is your WhatsApp number and your email, because we can communicate via that. So we send out forms and we request this person to give us, in order of priority, their most outstanding artist per a respective category. For example, we might ask Revival, who is your top 3 gospel artists in the reggae genre? So he'll give us Mr. Kato, Edson, because I do gospel, reggae. So that's why I know it's caught my attention. I like reggae. Then you have Edison, you have Apostle, and probably you have Peter. 1, 2, 3 in that order. Then on my form, I have Julie, Freddie, and Deborah in that order. Then on another form, I have Edison, probably Julie, and so you see, that's what comes to us. Then when these forms come back, we have an algorithm at VIGA where we enter these names and their position, gets them marks. And getting number 1 on one form gives you a certain point. Going number 3 on that other form gives you some other point. So our algorithm works out, and then we get the top 7. Those are the people we announce. I don't know whether I'm clear. You understand? On the criteria. Awareness. So you can see now that we don't go to the artists. We go to the stakeholders. The identified stakeholders, who include 1, media personalities, then music distributors, music producers, and people in the music business. So the artists will get to know that you're nominated after their work is recognized.
Okay.
Now, so am I clear on that?
Yeah. Yes.
That is our criteria.
Yeah.
Then the other one was, what do the award winners get? Now, each award winner gets a certificate of nomination. But among all those that are getting a certificate of nomination, one will walk away with an award accolade determined by the votes they get. The person that gets the most votes of the winners now takes home that accolade. However, we are creating value for our award winners and nominees. Like I told you, I have evidence of people that when they won an award, their booking stakes improved so much. Someone who was going for 300, that's now a working figure, is now booked at 1M. Even more opportunities come because you are an award winner. We don't want to give our award a price that can easily be gotten. Because can we say each one gets 1 million? So it means everyone who has a million has a VIGA award. Is it a Range Rover? Whoever can buy a Range Rover has a VIGA award. But you don't have the people's hearts. What we want is that recognition. I gave this example to some people that I met when I came here for the first time to introduce this idea here, that where I come from, we have a culture, we have a king. And that king gives out an award every year. And you know what that award is? It's a certificate and holding your hand. But some people tell us they want to base that hand for a year because the king, you know, that's the importance they attach to that award. So now, look at this VIGA award. All the gospel fraternity in the country, everywhere, recognizes you as that person, as a nominee first, then eventually you are the award winner. That's priceless. There's no attachment that you can put to that. However, it is important we are going to identify sponsors. At one time I've had sponsors, like last time DSTV was with us, and they gave each winner a decoder. So we're going to identify those people. They will come. But our award, it's that recognition, that respect, that you know, the emotion we attach to it. That is the price that we put to that award. Thank you very much.